ToonGrin.
Love you, Maxie.
Ever wonder what the pets we love do when we leave? The Secret Life of Pets.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Watchin Stuff. I'm WHYBOY.
And I'm NERO.
And we're back with Illumination with their latest movie, The Secret Life of Pets. NERO has been really anxious to talk about this because we just talked about a bunch of crappy movies, and now we can talk about a good one.
I'm telling you, SLOP is really good. And I know what you're thinking. No.
Yeah, what's SLOP?
That's not a diss. It's because the movie's called The Secret Life of Pets. SLOP. I want to know if someone in marketing got fired for that. Or now have gotten fired for that.
Yeah. Hashtag the slop.
Hashtag the slop. The thing that gets me is, this is like an apology.
For the Minions?
Because it's like, man, we did Minions, we did that Danny DeVito documentary, and we're sorry.
Yeah.
But here's a movie that's going to completely lie to you in the trailer.
Yeah.
Because the trailer's like, you ever wonder what your pets did? No, shut the fuck up. All your goddamn rhetorical questions are bad. Did you ever wonder where Minions come from? No, shut the fuck up. We don't care. Well, here are what pets do. And it's like, oh, okay, so the whole movie's just going to be humans leave and antics occur. Nope. That's only like the first 5 minutes.
And that's what I would say, like, The Secret Life of Pets has probably the best trailer that I've seen in most movie trailers nowadays.
It's funny, it did the same thing I hated about Zootopia, though.
Yeah.
Because Zootopia's trailer was, let's literally just take a scene, throw it out there, show you the whole scene, and then slap the logo on it and be like, trailer.
Yeah.
And this one did the same thing where it's like, look at all the shit the pets do at the beginning. Slap a logo.
Yeah, but I really think like this one does it a lot better because it's more just like pushing the sort of like pitch line that basically just saying like, what do pets do when humans are out, sort of thing. While Zootopia just did it like, let's put the sloth scene right here and laugh non-stop at it. Laugh it after 12 times you see it.
Fucking sloth.
Yeah.
Fucking hate it.
But yeah, back to your point when you were.
The thing that gets me about this is like The Secret Life of Pets. It is a perfect name. But, like the trailer makes you think like all it's going to be is just antics of pets' day-to-day life.
Yeah.
And instead, it's basically people have said this, so we'll say it too. It is like Toy Story in that the plot to Toy Story was Andy has his favorite toy, being Woody the Cowboy. He eventually gets a shiny new toy, being Buzz the Space Ranger. They don't like each other at first, but they go on this adventure to try and get back home, and eventually they overcome each other's differences, and they become close friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Secret Life of Pets is that, but that doesn't mean it's bad, because again, to me, I've always said this about movies. Yeah. Well, I've started to say it even more prominently now.
There's the old saying, there's like only 5 original stories in all the movies, and basically every other movie is just basically like a splinter off of one of those 5.
And the thing is, yes, this is Toy Story with pets, but just because it's Toy Story with pets doesn't mean it's a bad film. Because the whole thing is, a movie could share basically the same plot, and I did this in my Wreck-It Ralph and Frozen video.
Yeah.
Links to both of them. The thing is, I had said that Ralph has a lot of this very, very close traits to Frozen with its setup and kind of premise.
Yeah.
About a character being discriminated and shit like that, and it's basically the same thing. But the difference being, Wreck-It Ralph had stronger characters.
Yeah.
I like Toy Story. I thought it was fine. I didn't love it or anything, but I thought it was fine.
I haven't seen Toy Story in so long, so I don't
know if it holds up still?
Yeah, I don't really know. I can't really give an opinion on it. I like Toy Story 3 and all that, but that's a much different sort of movie and all that.
This does the same thing. You have a girl named Katie, and she has her dog Max. She loves this dog unconditionally, and everything's great.
Yeah, and Max loves her unconditionally. Everything's just like
everything's great.
Balls and treats and all that.
Yeah, balls and treats and all that good shit. And then for some really fucked up reason, this girl, Katie, who lives alone in New York in a small apartment, says, fuck, I need another dog. And it's gotta be like this big, huge, like Leon Burger motherfucker
that
is too big for this apartment.
Yeah, that knocks everything down and all that. I believe they basically sort of write that off, basically saying like, Leon Burger Duke was basically at the pound sort of thing, and it was basically like his last days there.
Yeah, he was gonna get like put down.
Yeah, so that's probably the
so
reason.
she, and that's the thing that shows Katie's character though. She fucking loves animals.
Yeah.
Like, and that's fine. So the story is about Max and Duke. The idea is that Duke's the new dog, Max is the old one, and Max, he's like any dog, he's an attention whore. So he doesn't like the idea of sharing his human. So the idea is, if I get rid of this other dog, I'll have everything back to the way it was, because everything was comfortable. Yeah. So the story is them going on a misadventure through New York City.
Yeah. When it basically first starts out with Duke just wanting the same thing, wanting to get rid of the newer dog, as soon as he realizes, like, oh my god, this newer dog's just trying to get rid of me.
Yeah.
And so they basically just trying to get out of each other and all that, trying to do that, but then they get lost during like a run through the city and all that.
I think actually one of the strongest points of this movie is its narrative is compiled from three perspectives.
Yeah.
You have Max and Duke trying to get home and their interaction. You have the animal resistance movement led by Snowball, this deranged psychopathic bunny.
Yeah.
Along with like his crew of animals that were abandoned, and so they all have like chips on their shoulders about how they feel about humanity. And then you have Gidget, Max's hilariously stalkerish girlfriend.
This quasi-girlfriend that basically stalks him from the across.
Yeah, like she's so infatuated with him that she wants to, like, as soon as she realizes Max wasn't brought back home, she realizes something's up. So the first thing she does is she tries to gather up as many of the other pets in the apartment building they all live in to get together to go and save Max.
Yeah.
The best being that she goes to the roof of the building and there's a big, huge, creepy shed on the roof.
Yeah.
And there's this big motherfucking hawk in there.
Yeah.
Named Tiberius. And she's like, oh, do you want me to let you out? Yeah, let me out.
I'll help you find that.
I'll help you out. I'll help you find your food. Who said food? Who said food? I meant food. I meant friend. And she like walks in and there's like fucking like little animal bones all over the fucking place. And he's like, yeah, don't mind the bones. Just crawl over those. And she takes off his hood. He tries to eat her, but he's like stuck on a chain. And she's like, I can't believe you tried to eat me. And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm a predator. It's in my nature. And he's like,
okay.
I'll tell you what. How about you let me off this chain and we'll be good. You know,
Tiberius, I don't really trust you.
I don't want to be mean or judgmental, but I don't think I really trust you all that much.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
I mean,
it's just that sort of humor throughout the whole thing, like a little bit subversion, all that sort of stuff. We won't ruin like all the jokes in this.
The humor in this is so brilliant.
Yeah, it's very light-hearted sort of humor.
Oh, dude,
with Gidget and all that.
Some of it is so fucked up dark.
Yeah, I
like
know.
Every other scene of Snowball. Remember Ricky?
Yeah.
And it's like a big fucking mural to this duck that died.
Yeah. That was great. It's lighthearted humor with like Gidget and all that sort of stuff, mixed in with the dark humor. And it's just like a wonderful mix that comes together.
Like, the thing is, the movie, the basic development is Max and Duke are going to learn to get along.
Yeah.
And that is the interesting part, because that dynamic has the character arcing of, these were two guys that didn't like each other, that didn't like the idea of sharing a home, but learned to come together to share a home. The cool thing with Gidget and her little clique is you have a bunch of idiots together going on an adventure. And it's Gidget, who's hyperactive as all hell.
Yeah.
Actually, she's probably also a Cloud Cuckoo-lander.
Yeah.
She's probably that trope. You have Tiberius, who's a pred.
Yeah.
Like, he's like very, like, he's always kind of like eyeballing some of the smaller animals to eat them.
Yeah, just licking his lip. That's a really cool little animation thing.
There's like one scene where they're all just talking, and he's like in the background, he's just like looking at like a gerbil or something.
Yeah, I love his eyes.
His big, huge animated eyes.
Yeah, they're kind of like Muppet eyes sort of thing.
Yeah. They
make him look like really cute and nice.
That's why you have that great reveal. If I let you go, I'll be your best friend. And it's like them flying around the city together, and then he like snatches a fucking squirrel to eat, and then he like wakes up, and he's like, I'll have a best friend.
Yeah.
And it's like, shit, that was enough to win him over. He's just lonely.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, it really is.
So then it's Gidget, Tiberius, two other dogs whose names I can't fucking remember.
Yeah, they were just like comic relief dogs sort of thing. Then we have Chloe the cat.
Chloe the cat, who's a bitch.
But
so she's a cat?
Yeah. A funny bitch.
I think it's great. Like, they showed in the trailer, like, her owner's like, have a good day, Chloe. Leaves. Bitch slaps the food against the wall and it's like, cat.
Yeah. Can't be just eating everything in there.
Yeah. And then Sweet Pea, which is just... Sweet Pea is actually kind of dull, because it's just a bird. It's just a bird that tweets.
But I think Sweet Pea is pretty cute, though.
Oh, no one looks like shit. Well, actually, the only one that looks like shit, but that was intentional, is that really fucked up Sphinx cat that has no fur.
Yeah. Ugh.
Or it's got like these big bug eyes.
Yeah, big bug eyes, and like a few hairs on his head and all
Yeah,
that.
and it's like all
That's weird.
skin and oh fuck, dude, man, Sphinx cats are fucking creepy looking ass.
Yeah, I haven't really seen one in like real life.
Oh, dude, they're creepy. It's like if someone took a bat and then shaved the bat, but then like took the wings off the bat,
Yeah,
and it becomes a cat. Fact.
Fact.
Fact. Yeah. I like the movie. I think because it's not complicated, which I like because I've like.
Yeah, because you don't want to overcomplicate this sort of stuff. Like, it's fine having a simple sort of story just about dogs just trying to get back home and all that. But it adds a little bit more, like, an intelligence to it when they interweave the two other stories into there.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like, what was the one I kept referring to?
Homeward Bound?
Homeward Bound. I was about to say, I'm like, Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin wasn't in this movie. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it was just having, like, Snowball stabbing him in the eye with his carrot.
Actually, I do love the fact how batshit insane Snowball is.
Yeah.
Like
Snowball is probably one of my
like,
favorite characters in the movie.
He's like the closest to an antagonistic force.
Yeah, he is probably the antagonistic force. Because antagonist just basically means the ultimate sort of like...
Yeah, the person that's trying to stop the objective of the hero.
Yeah, the ultimate force against the hero.
Yeah. And like, in that regard, and he was great. He had a clique too. Like, he had a bunch of like nondescript animals that didn't, have like personalities, but then his crew was him, some kind of English bulldog, but he didn't talk, but he wore like a big metal muzzle, kind of like Bane.
Yeah. Bane or Hannibal.
Bane or Hannibal Lecter, yeah. And then there was a pig named Tattoo that was covered in tattoos and piercings for some reason.
Yeah.
And wasn't there...
Yeah, the lizard or gecko. I forgot the name.
I want to say it was an iguana because its tongue shot out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it was a chameleon.
Yeah.
He had a lizard with him, but the lizard was also kind of... Yeah.
It's just like a cool member to his like little...
Yeah, it's just like a little clique. And it was cool that you had like these animals that were all abandoned by their owners, so they're all very jaded. Because it's like, the idea is like, it comes to, we were loved, and then they threw us out like we were nothing. Mm-hmm. And that's interesting, because it's like, oh, okay, so it's not like you're just evil street animals.
Yeah.
It's not like the fucking nut job.
Yeah.
Or like, fucking rats are fucking evil, because rats.
Rats.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, there's like different levels to like the evil and goodness in this sort of animals. Like any dog can be evil, any dog can be good, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and I like that angle. Humor again was great. Dark where it needed. Dark humor great. Light humor great. Yeah. Two fuck awful jokes, and we'll just say them right now. Snowball shits himself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the proudest joke they show in all the trailers.
I never saw that joke.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I never saw that joke in any of the trailers I saw for this movie.
I saw it all that time in the trailers. It's just basically Snowball going, ah, 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 ah. No one mentioned that. And then you have a Ken in the background just batting his shit around.
What the fuck, Illumination?
Yeah. And
that's Minions Illumination, I expect. That's not Despicable Me Illumination.
Yeah, that really was not.
That joke was fucking horrible. And then the other one was you have this chihuahua that gets excited and it's hopping up and down, and it pisses itself, and then it's jumping in its own puddle of piss.
Why did you need the joke like that?
It's not funny. It's just disgusting.
It really is. I can't really imagine any sort of kid like really going. Ah, I'm just going like, ew. Maybe something like that.
That's why you need to beat that kid at that point. I'm gonna beat the stupid out of your belly.
Oh no!
I'm gonna fix you.
Oh.
You're not gonna have to piss and shit anymore.
Oh.
Alright, like that's the thing. Like, I really did like this movie. It was very funny. It was so much better than the trailer made it out to be. And at the same time, the trailer doesn't do the movie justice.
No.
Because the trailer basically is like, we'll show you the stupid shit joke and we'll show you the fucking like first 5 minutes. I swear, I don't remember ever seeing Duke in the trailer for this movie.
Yeah,
I bet he did down the line, like...
Yeah, I believe Duke was in like the trailer, like we're out now sort of trailers.
Yeah.
Not in any of like the building up sort of stuff.
Yeah. So, And I like how the story ended up being the way it was. It was just so heartfelt and optimistic.
Yeah.
And I know I'm harping on this, but it was such a breath of fresh air after Minions, because I know Minions wanted to be like this. Minions wanted to be heartfelt and optimistic.
It
But
can't do that when it has no characters in it.
they're just little antics of little punchlines, because the Minions aren't people. There's Stuart, Kevin, and Bob, and any of the other ones. None of them act different from one another.
Yeah.
Like, they all love bananas, they all love fucking music, they all love singing and dancing. None of them has a unique identity that makes them all their own persons.
No.
Max has a character, Duke has a character, Chloe, Tiberius, Gidget. Everybody is unique and different.
Yeah, even the little dogs that we don't even really remember, they both have characters. Even
They were fine, they were just like the friends, though.
Yeah, they're just the friends, the stupid friends, though.
Yeah.
Just basically just to show, like, the level, like, the stupid dogs and a stereotype.
Yeah, that's why it's like a ball gets like batted across the room by Chloe, and all the dogs just scream "ball" and go after it.
Yeah.
So then Sweet Pea takes a laser pointer because fucking Chloe's like dogs and them chasing balls. That's so dumb. Laser. And then she starts chasing after that, and that's like really funny.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like, the movie makes fun of the pet humor, and I think the reason why it easily surpasses something like the Lorax or the Minions is because those movies don't have character.
Yeah.
Like, the filmmakers are trying to say this stuff is funny because of how visually, like, gag-like it is.
Yeah.
But the thing about that is, the Minions work as a visual gag. Obviously, they did a Minion short at the start of this movie, and I thought it was fine. You said you were like, you know what, I'm just kind of sick of it.
Yeah, I was just kind of burnt out on all Minions things after the Minions movie.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I 100% agree with you in that it's boring at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I watched it, and I was like, oh, that's okay. But I even had said to you after we saw the Minion mini before this,
Yeah.
I leaned over to you in the theater, and I flat out said, see, it works as like a 7-minute joke.
Yeah.
You drag that shit out for an hour and 30 some odd minutes, it's fucking boring.
Yeah.
And it gets annoying. Because the short completely proves our point. The Minions didn't have any personalities. They were all the same fucking characters just doing something funny when it came to mowing the lawn. Like, one's clothes gets inflated with a leaf blower. One steps in dog poo.
One breathes in dog poo.
One breathes in dog poo. Fuck, that's dumb. One gets its head stuck in a beehive. One drives the lawnmower out of control. Like, yeah, they don't have characters. It's just wacky fucking antics.
Yeah.
At least the pets were all unique characters.
And the jokes they made were basically all based on sort of moments.
Well, that's why you had that great bit with Pops.
Yeah.
Hey, Pops, how you doing? I'm paralyzed.
Okay then.
Awkward, because he's like this really old dog in like a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So that like,
Like
oh
you
my
really
God, that
don't
was
see any
morbid.
sort of like paralyzed sort of characters in any sort of animated movie.
And he was a badass motherfucker.
Yeah, that makes him really cool.
Like that was cool. It's like paralyzed, old, still kicked ass.
Yeah. Yeah, still outran all the animals with everyone else, just like anyone else could and all that. Was able to like get across the city easily. He was just like one of the top like sort of mentor characters, I would guess.
Yeah, well, he was like their Gandalf. Like
Yeah.
if this was like Lord of the Rings, Gidget's team is the Fellowship.
Yeah.
Max and Duke are Frodo and Samwise.
Yeah.
And Snowball and his crew are like the evil guys from like Mordor.
Yeah.
So basically, Pops was being like Gandalf, and he was like leading Gidget's crew,
Yeah.
like to go and find them.
Mhm.
Same principle.
Yeah.
What would you say your favorite character is?
I would say design-wise, I really like Sweet Pea because I usually like those like little bird sort of things. Like
He was
when,
cute.
when I go to like a pet store, it's like little birds and all that sort of stuff. I would say character-wise, it's kind of like a coin flip between Snowball and Gidget.
All right, well, the two cute ones. I know.
I like cute things.
Gidget's. Oh my God, Gidget's so fucking cute.
Yeah.
She looks like a little cotton ball with
Yeah.
legs and a little nose.
Yeah, and the thing I like about both of them is like when they snap, it just becomes like super violent and all that. It's just that sort of dichotomy of cute little thing, baby.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like Snowball's like psychotic evil.
Yeah.
Like when he snaps, Gidget is for the most part Gidget's just hyper and cute until like she gets really pissed and then she starts kicking the shit out of people.
Yeah.
So I like that. Favorite for me is Tiberius. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I know. Oh yeah, Tiberius. I should have said Tiberius too. Tiberius is awesome.
He's just so fucking funny to me. I was like, I love it when like he's not interrogating. He's interrogating the shaved cat.
Yeah.
And he's like, great. He's too stupid to intimidate, and he's too ugly to eat.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh god, you got nothing on him. Like Gidget like starts beating the shit out of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was a very good movie, honestly. 5 out of 5.
Yeah, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 for me. I loved it. I'm gonna buy it on DVD.
I'm definitely gonna buy it too. I'd say 9 to 10 sort of thing for me as well.
What would have pushed it over to full on 10 for you? Like,
I
is there something that just didn't click with you? That why it gets a 9?
I don't really know what it's so it really didn't click with me. It's just not something that like really like pulled at me like deep inside. I know maybe I'm just being like nitpicking and all that sort of thing, but I would recommend this to anybody out there. Like,
I think really the closing scene at the end where all the owners come home.
Yeah, I think that was like one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
My favorite one with the owners though is where Sweet Pea's owner comes home and he's like he's this huge cut tattooed bald headed biker.
Yeah.
And he's got this adorable like little parakeet as a pet. And he like comes home and he puts seeds on his bald head and he feeds Sweet Pea like that. I thought that was the cutest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, that really was. It's that's sort of the thing that really like pushes it more to like 10 for me. It's just that sort of like it shows like the heart and love that owners have for the pets and all that, and the pets have for their owners and all that. Even with Snowball and he's like anti-human and all that sort of thing.
Well, he's so like hilariously over the top.
Yeah, it just so shows the theme of like love and all that sort of stuff, and like how love it's everlasting for a lot of people, and how like people just need love.
Yeah, and the idea like your pets aren't just they're not just your pet, they're your best friend.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that like every owner comes home and they're happy to see their pets.
All the pets just fit with their owners and all that sort of stuff.
So yeah, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. I know it's like, is there such thing as a perfect movie? I'm sure through rewatchings of this, I could possibly find things to nitpick.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I thought it was really good. I'm so happy that Illumination did this. I hope there isn't a sequel because, quite frankly, I don't know what the fuck you're going to explore.
Yeah, I would not want a sequel.
The only thing I think you could explore, and I don't think I would like it actually, is Katie would have to move to like a bigger house outside of an apartment, so she would have to just get like a house somewhere in the city.
Yeah.
And I think the detriment that would come with that is you would get rid of so much of the supporting cast that way.
Yeah.
Because then you wouldn't have stuff like Chloe and Gidget.
Yeah, you would have to manufacture a way for them all to travel there and all that.
Yeah, like, and then they'd be like too contrived, and then you'd end up like Hey Arnold the fucking movie where it's like you have to fucking, oh shit, we're all gonna lose the apartment. What do we do? And then this shit gets boring.
Yeah.
We're all done with that crap.
It really
this was a solid film. Good work on you, Illumination.
Yeah.
I hope your movie Sing is good. I'm gonna level with you guys from the trailer. It looks kind of shitty.
Yeah. And I'll just say my score. I'll just stick it a 9 out of 10. It's a really great movie, great animation, great writing, all that sort of comedy, that sort of thing. Why I don't push it at 10, it's just more to say, like, I don't see this as like something I can rewatch time and time again.
I think to get a 10 for a lot of people, it needs to have that moment where
like it really just connects with you in the heart. And all
I think there needs to be scenes that needs to bring you to a point where you're gonna cry.
Yeah.
Which this movie did do to me quite a few times in the theaters. That's why I'm just sitting there and I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe I needed something like that to do it. I didn't feel it. I love animals and all that, but it just didn't like hit that spot for me. It just hit that sort of like, oh, this is so fun and all that.
Yeah, it's fun, it's cute, but I loved it. I thought it struck with me.
Yeah.
I think anyone who is an animal lover is going to love the hell out of this movie.
Oh, definitely.
I think it's right up your alley. I think watching it, you will feel a kinship to what it's like to be a pet owner and the idea of how important your pet is to you.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was our watching stuff of The Secret Life of Pets. Like always, like, share, and subscribe and all that. And if you've seen The Secret Life of Pets, please put down how SLOP was for you. Was it a 10 out of 10?
Great name.
Yeah, was it 10 out of 10, or did you find something that you didn't particularly like about it?
Do you think it's the worst of Illumination? Do you think it was a bad movie? Actually, here's something I'm kind of curious. What do you think did it better, Toy Story or this?
Yeah. Put all that in the comments below and let's have a discussion on it, as we should all do.
Yep.
So, until next time, I'm WHYBOY.
And I'm NERO.
And we'll see you next time on Watchin Stuff.
Watchin Stuff.
Hmm.